Okay, guys, we are back, and as you can see, we've got all of the dispensers in. I put a water bucket in each one of those, which required 3 stacks of iron, and I'm almost out, so I'm going to need a lot more because we're going to use 4 more dispensers for every spawning platform, and I'm thinking we're going to make at least 10 and maybe 12 or more, depending on what we think. We may test it with a few less, but anyway, we're going to need more iron. But now I just want to show you how this redstone is hooked up here. I'll link El Mango's video if anybody hasn't seen it yet. It's pretty cool, and you can download his world too if you need to do that. But we're just going to use stone bricks here. I should make some. I feel bad that I'm cheaping out here. I probably should. What I should do is go off and make some orange concrete and make a big orange, keep the orange theme going, but I'm not going to do that. So here's how this is going to go. We're going to have a line of redstone. We're kind of starting in a weird location, but we should go over there and start actually. In fact, maybe we will. No, I won't, because it's so simple. The pattern, this connects these, this is the pattern on the ends that connects these, that'll bring the signal around to all of those. But for all 4 sides, the pattern is just like this. So this will power both of those. Redstone on this block will power 2 of these. So each one will get powered. You'll kind of see after we get started. So we're just going to make this zigzag pattern all the way down. Until we get to that end, and that's actually where the signal is going to come in from, is going to start from right there. So it'll be a little different, and I don't have a repeater or anything else right now to show how this is going to work. But so here we are at this first dispenser, and I think there's one here like this, and then the actual redstone line is going to come in on a line here and this is where actually a torch tower is going to go up. We could make an observer tower, but I'll probably just make a torch tower. So we'll just continue this pattern just like this all the way around. So there will be I think a repeater right here, and then redstone it'll trigger redstone that shoots across down both sides at the same time. And then we'll put repeaters where we need to get the signal carried, obviously, but this is where the torch tower will be. I think that's right. I'm not sure. There may be this may need to go up a block like this with a repeater facing into that block, and that block gives a full signal to each of these. That may be the way this is. I'm not quite sure, but we'll look at that. I'll go check El Mango's video one more time, just make sure I'm doing this right. It seemed simple when I thought I had it all understood when I started, but of course missing pieces. So I'm going to complete this. I'm going to complete this all the way around, and we'll meet you back here when we're ready to power it up with the redstone. Okay, guys, we're back, and so I'm gonna just splash redstone on all of this for right now because I don't have repeaters or anything else. But I did look at El Mango's video, and there is a block here with I think 5 repeaters feeding into it, all set on a 4-tick delay. So 4, 5, yeah, and then the torch tower starts, and that's what creates his delay between the on and off pulse of the dispensers here. So we're going to need repeaters to carry this signal all the way. But since I don't have any, I'm just going to splash down some redstone on every block, and then we'll see where we need to put them when we get our repeaters made and ready to go. So anyway, guys, that's really how the redstone works. I'll probably show how the torch tower is built over there. I was thinking I'd try to figure out how to do an observer tower since they're so much cooler, but I'm not going to spend too much time on it since I'm such a redstone dork. I'll probably just follow El Mango's torch tower guidance. Because the thing I'm worried about is that the timing of this whole thing is very critical. He's got a machine up on top of this that we'll see when we start building it that controls the pulsing of the water on the spawning platforms, and it times it so that this water splashes out and does a flush at exactly the right time so that the mobs fall on bare magma blocks and die, and then their drops are flushed, and it's all timed pretty carefully, and I'm afraid if I monkey with it I'll mess it up. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna put redstone on all this, and we'll see you back here when I'm done with that. Here's kind of how this torch tower works, and I'm not going to finish it now because I don't know exactly how high I'm going to make it. I don't know how many platforms I'm going to build, but I'll show you how it's going to go anyway. So first of all, this thing has 5 repeaters all set to the maximum delay. How many was that? 1, 2, 3. So one more, sorry. So that provides the delay. Then we need some dust. Here, and you know, if I had jump boost, this would be a lot easier because if I had jump boost, I think I could jump and place a block above that. Because I don't know if I'm making any sense at all. I don't think I am. But here's what we're doing. We're going to start off by putting that block there, and then I think there's an air gap between these two, and then a block here. I'm either going to waste a lot of this or go down and swim and pick it all up. You know, I built on Tango Tech's Patreon server, I built an enormous castle. I did a little showcase video of it, Schloss Drachenberg, and it's a really amazing build. It's a replica of a build that a guy did on a creative server. So I built it all there along with another guy that plays there in survival mode, and it's the most ambitious build I've ever done. But anyway, we built the whole thing over the ocean, and man, did I ever jump down in and pick up stuff in that for that build, because it's made of red brick, and what a hassle going off and searching for swamps and harvesting clay and smelting it into, you know, bricks and crafting the red bricks and all that. And so I had to go down and get everyone I dropped, which was a gazillion. But anyway, so here's how this goes. So we're going to have a redstone torch on the inside of every one of these. Oh look, that did it. But of course I hope I don't mess it up. So we got to go put our, we've got to go put our repeaters in there to carry the signal all around. But when I take this torch off and then put it back on, it will hopefully suck those water buckets back up. Okay, so hopefully we don't mess with that too much, but we're just going to build it like this. So it's simply the inside of every block is going to have a torch on it, and the top of every block is going to have dust on it. So I'm not exactly sure the best. Is that going to trigger it? No. If I had jump boost, I could jump right here, but I'm going to have to do some serious monkeying around to do this, and then probably waste a whole bunch of these. And this is going to go up a long way. There we go. It's going to trigger again. So I'm going to keep triggering this thing like this. But it's just going to go like this. All the way up in the air, a long way. So, so I'm going to stop now, because that's how this tower is going to be built, just like that, all the way up. And again, we don't know exactly how far to build it yet, so I'm going to leave it for now. And I guess I'm going to be falling in the ocean. Come on. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and put the repeaters in here now and carry this signal throughout. I hope I don't get this all out of whack. I probably will. But let's see what happens. We can fix it. Yeah, I've got to always do it in the middle between. I can't do it on an end here. I have to do it there. Yeah, we're going to be out of sync. I'll have to go reposition all of those. So yeah, that's why I don't like to do any kind of redstone tutorial of any kind, because I have no idea what I'm talking about or doing. But this signal comes from this direction. So let's see, we're right here. One more and we'll be done with this. Now let's see, what would be the easiest way to get these back in sync? I think that has a full bucket. Where's the last one? Is it right here? Yeah, this one is dispensed. And that one is not. So, if I take that away for now, let's do the same thing on the other side. I think it's right here, right? That one is not dispensed, and that one is, so I'm going to take that away for now. And then I'm going to juice this once, somehow. probably just like this. Now if I hit it again with a torch, no. Okay, they are all dispensed now. And so now if I take away this power source, which is this torch right here, and then add it again to pulse, tell you what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So that should pulse it again and turn every one of them off. Oh God, no! It would have been a great plan if I wasn't such a dummy. Got to do it again now. I forgot to add my deal back in, if you're not aware. So rather than keep wasting that torch, we'll pulse it again. Now everything is on. Oh no. That's going to pulse these off, isn't it? So I just have to pulse them back on. Same thing here. Those go off, and then I pulse them back on. Okay, now everything is on, and I've got my signal carried all the way around now. So if I juice it again, we should get the result we're looking for. There. Okay, everything is off. Everything's in sync. I'm going to go down and see how much stuff I still have. So anyway, guys, I think we're going to... Is that it? Lost all those blocks. I guess I did. Oh well. So anyway, that's how the redstone works, and this flushing mechanism, which is pretty cool. The only thing I failed to add was El Mango uses a stone wall, a couple of stone walls right above this hole in the center, and that prevents baby mobs from being able to jump down in there, I guess. If they fall and they have good armor on, they can jump down in that hole. But if that hole is plugged up and he just uses a couple of stone walls, I guess they stay down there until they die from the magma. I don't think they have any armor enchantments that can keep them alive forever. So, so there you have it, guys. That's the redstone for this mechanism. The next challenge is just to build the platforms, and that's just going to be a tedious job of building a bunch of platforms that are 2 blocks separated by 2 blocks. And we're going to put trap doors on the ceilings of all of the platforms so that it will only spawn creepers. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We're going to cut it off here. I just realized that you're probably hearing my grandson, my youngest grandson, screaming in the background. Only the most professional recording studio for Grampy. So see you next time, guys.